Welcome to another video of Vintage Genetics. This is Wesley, and this video is about the preparation for a competition called the Enercup. It's a local show here in Holland, except I'm not participating, but I had been invited to do a guest posing. And these basically are all the tools we're going to use to put on the tan and later on the oil for the show. Keep in mind, this is the day before the competition. I personally always apply a layer of tanning a day before, using the spray you just saw. But I also went to a professional tanning studio before to get a base layer already. This has given me the best result in the past. Right here, you see my dad putting on the tanning spray. We use this washing cloth basically to even out the spray. You want your skin to be even, and you most certainly don't want spots and smudges and such. The reason why you apply the tanning in the first place though is because you want to have a nice contrast. And this contrast makes sure your lines, definition don't wash out and don't blend in with the very bright light that's present on stage. Having a tan creates the illusion of deeper lines and cuts, rounder muscles, and an overall bigger and more defined appearance. So yeah, that's basically why you apply the tanning in the first place. As you can see, I'm pretty lean, but not contest lean. I mean, the paper thin skin is not there. But this is basically 2 to 3 body fat percentage below my usual shape in the off season. Because doing a guest pose, you don't have to diet down to the degree of the actual competitors. You just have to look presentable, and this is what presentable is to me. And here we are again, applying some more tanning. This is on the competition day itself though. This is a backstage area designated for the athletes. And we're applying layer number 2 of the tanning, the final touches basically. I don't like it too dark. I like the look they had in the 70s and 80s, and this resembles that in my opinion. Right here is the backstage area for every competitor that's about to go on stage. As you can see, it's very overcrowded. And this is the stage itself with the athletes. I believe this is the minus 90 or up to 90 kilo class. But this gives you a kind of feel and look how it is backstage. And right there, that's the audience. And there are the trophies that are going to be rewarded at the end of the competition, of course. And right there, those people in fancy suits are the judges who are currently judging the guys on stage. Well, right now it's time to start warming up. It's about 30 minutes before I gotta do my posing, so it's already time to get the blood flowing and get the muscles to get a pump basically. First I always start with biceps or arms, and secondly my shoulders. Nothing too heavy, just a light resistance. Use either a towel or, as you can see, someone else's arms. That works just as well. Just do a lot of reps and fill up the muscles. You don't want to tire yourself out here, especially because you need some energy to burn it, of course. When you're doing an entire workout before going on stage, that's not going to be good for your performance. And right here I'm doing some back work, getting a little pump in my back. Not too much, of course, because you don't want to tire yourself out, plus you don't want the details to disappear, especially in the lower back, which can happen if you overwork it. Here we're doing the final touches, putting the oil on before the show, which we'll see in a second. But after you did your warm-ups, you're pumped at least a little bit, and then you're gonna put your oil on, and the oil, if you put it all over your body, is gonna retain the heat. When your body is warm, it's much easier to maintain the pump in your muscles, so you don't have to worry about having to warm up again. But what I like to do right before I go on stage is do some push-ups, or as many as you can do basically, without getting too tired, which I will do in a second. And that's really for your shoulders, your arms, your chest, and even a little your back. It creates a pump in your entire upper body, because that's all you need. You don't need to pump up your lower body, because all that does is get rid of the details which especially me wanna show. Yeah, as you can see, I'm doing quite a lot of push-ups here, but that's needed to get that extra edge, that extra little pump that you need. If you just stand still without contracting any muscles, you still see yourself pumped up, and the only time you need to show it like that is on stage. So it will last like 10 minutes, but that's all I need on stage.
Tamboer. Dames en heren, hier is voor u Wesley Visser.
Komt-ie? Hey boy. Sorry.
En het lijkt wel of hij dat niets doet, of hij dat op zijn gemak niet doet. Maar ik zie hem nog aan. Kijk, ik denk die gozer, dit lijkt...
So that was my guest pose. I hope you enjoyed that. Maybe learn something about what it's like backstage at a bodybuilding competition. I will make many more videos like this, improving every time, of course. Any comments, suggestions, questions, anything, let me know, and I'll see you next time in another vintage genetics video.